Hi, everybody. First Alert Meteorologist Scott Gagliardi here with your First Alert Weather Extra on this Friday morning. It is very mild out there. We're looking at temperatures. They've been up anywhere from, what are we talking, 20 degrees nearly from where we were this time yesterday. So, yeah, it's a very mild start to the day, but I don't think anybody's complaining, considering it's not raining and it's quite mild. These are actually numbers in terms of what we see for the end of June. So we get to this is where we'll start the day once we get towards the summer months. But yeah, not normally seeing those in April. Let's take a live look outside in New Haven where it's 60. The wind speeds there, they're calm. And there's a good deal of cloud cover, but that'll all be dissipating as we go forward in time. Here's a look in Hartford. At the Yardgoat Stadium, we have our first game of the season. That'll come through and starts 7:10 is the first pitch this evening. So if you have any plans or you don't have any plans, head over because the weather looks to cooperate and it will stay mild. So feeling good for baseball. Along the shoreline, notice some fog way out in Long Island Sound, but above, say, most of the area, we're seeing clouds. This will begin to change, though, as we go forward over the next several hours. Visibility looks good for just about everybody except southeastern parts of our state. As you just saw, there's a little bit of fog. It's not terrible, and we're noticing improvements. We've been noticing them over the last hour or so. First Alert Live radar scanning the state mainly dry. We have this northwesterly breeze, which is bringing in some cooler, drier air. But we had some rainfall, and we've noticed improvements over the last week. Here's your drought monitor. So last week, you notice all of New London County basically was in that moderate drought. But notice with the improvements this week, that is now not the case. Seeing just abnormally dry, so we could still use the rain, but not causing any issues, like once you get to moderate or severe drought. So we're headed in the right direction, but we could use more rain, and we're going to get some as early as tomorrow. Now, the wind speeds, as I mentioned, they're out of the north and west, so this is a drier wind direction for Connecticut, picking up anywhere from 10 to near 15 up in Salisbury, but everybody else basically calm this morning. Now, temperatures, there's 51 in Salisbury, all the way up to 61 in Chester, as well as Danbury. A lot of upper 50s, right around 60. The exception is Groton. You're down to 52. But throughout the rest of the day, temperatures will slowly begin to moderate, which is excellent news, and sky conditions will improve. So if you like the sunshine and warmer temperatures, yeah, you're really going to love today. Temperatures a good 10 degrees above where they should be. Here's a look at the forecast for tonight. So that first pitch, once again, 7:10. Expecting in Hartford still around 60. By the ninth inning, temperatures fall back into the 50s, still well above average, but our clouds will be on the increase as we're expecting rain as early as tomorrow. Now, there's been plenty of rain and plenty of severe weather out towards the west. This is day 3 of severe weather for parts of Arkansas, Kentucky, eastern Missouri, and western Tennessee. Day after day, and they're still expecting at least another day through tomorrow, seeing that severe weather. A lot of rain, we're talking even too. There's flood watches from Texas all the way up through Ohio, but that severe weather, yeah, it's going to be this national story once again for today. There were some showers, some heavier rain just to the south of Connecticut this morning in Long Island, but we did okay here locally, had a couple light showers, some areas of mist and drizzle. But we are improving throughout the rest of the day today, so good news there. Here's a look at First Alert Futurecast. Notice any of the heavier rain stays off to the south of Connecticut. By noon, we're finally mixing in some sunshine. It won't be a completely sunny day, but way better than it's been. And then clouds increase later on tonight. Here's 7 a.m. on your Saturday. Showers nearby with that easterly wind returning once again. Those showers continue. It's a raw day tomorrow. We're talking 40s and off and on showers. Not a complete washout, but keep the umbrella nearby. That is for sure. Tomorrow night, watching the possibility of another heavier batch of showers to come through. And then by Sunday morning, here's 7 a.m., still isolated to scattered showers across the state. And then beyond that, look at that. Improvements. Here's 2 p.m. The second half of the day, the latest trends have been to become sunnier, which is great news because we have the 52nd Annual Cherry Blossom Festival in New Haven, Worcester Square Park. It is a beautiful event. Starts at noon, goes through 4:30. At noon, still talking a good deal of cloud cover, but improving conditions. Once again, this is on Sunday in New Haven. Now, for today, we're talking temperatures well up into the 60s for some towns. It's a cooler spot up in Salisbury in the Northwest Hills, but still doing great for this time of year. We should be in the mid-50s. Well, we're going for mid-60s. Becomes brighter. I feel like we haven't seen the sun in days, but finally going to see it today. Tonight, it's mostly cloudy. Any rainfall holds off until tomorrow, but it won't be as mild. It's still above average. We should be 35 in the Hartford area. We're talking low 40s, but no rain. Mostly cloudy. Your first alert 7-day forecast. So today's a nice day, mid-60s. Tomorrow, those showers are likely throughout the day. It's not going to be a washout, as mentioned, but keep the umbrella nearby. Not loving the temperatures. It's a very chilly, raw day once again. Now, Sunday, some scattered showers in the first half of the day, but we're going to add that sun icon there just because a lot of areas likely going to see some sun to end the weekend. And temperatures a little bit above average, 57. So good news there. By next week, Monday, can't rule out an isolated shower, but we're going optimistically dry right now, about 50. Cooler for Tuesday and Wednesday, 40s, below average, not fun. And then Thursday, 54, more sunshine. The end of the 7-day forecast looks to stabilize a bit in terms of not seeing this day after day or day after every other day of rain and chilly temperatures. So we'll take it. 49 to 54 with direct sunlight is going to feel great this time of year. You have that sun angle, it's just fine. But yeah, not tomorrow. 47 along the shoreline, looking at 49. 50s though for Sunday. Improving conditions throughout the day. And even by next week along the shoreline, looking at those temperatures within a few degrees of 50. All right, that's your first alert weather extra on this Friday morning. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. We have the Yard Goats home opener tonight. And if you can't make it tonight, there is a game tomorrow. Not loving the weather for it. Sunday, though, much better. Not great, but much better. All right, have a great day and a great weekend. Thanks for watching.